Well, domination displayed by North in the opening map of the grand final here. DreamHack opens Seville. It's got to be a long road back from the CR4ZY boys, but they're a crazy team. We'll see if they can get it done in Vertigo.
Yeah, it just doesn't look like a pretty picture right now. I mean, we've seen CR4ZY take on 2 other Danish teams on Vertigo in the past. Back at DreamHack Winter, we saw them take on Tricked, now Mad Lions, of course, and Heroic. Well, in both of those games, they got 3 and 6 rounds respectively. Now they take on North, who have been playing this map, who have been looking to add it into their map pool as of late, and they've been doing a very good job of it. North winning the last 3 times they've played it, versus even, you know, the ex-Tricked, now Mad Lions roster, who have been looking so good on this map. And so for CR4ZY, it certainly doesn't set themselves up for success now going into North's map pick in this grand final.
I think as well, just looking here at this point, you can see the player cams. It just feels like from the outside, there's a better sort of environment on that North side. They're feeling much better with the faces. It looks a little bit sad over in CR4ZY, and you can't blame them after that initial performance on Mirage. But we're right into things. Vertigo, map 2 is ready for the grand final.
And let's get into it. T-side start for CR4ZY. They have got to do everything they can to keep this series going, to keep this grand final going. And a B-rush is going to be the answer. Is it though? Because North have numbers here. They've got a bit of a stack towards the B-bomb site. Ships finding a kill to Cajun. AZ's dinked at the back of the site, and Yugi's been smoked off on both fronts. He can play around the back of that smoke, but Emmy is closing the distance. Letney's going to take the kill instead, and Yugi is just a bullet away from death. Gets flashed for the bomb. It gets dropped forward. Yugi's playing the pillar now, and he's got cover to play with. North with the advantage, and Ships and Letney need to make this happen.
That's such a fast kill from Yugi, and they're staying alive using the electric boxes as cover, and the bomb is just lying on the floor. CR4ZY has to venture and try and grab it, and it's not going to be an easy task whatsoever, but Ships 2 kills, and now it's only Yugi, low HP on 8 HP, and Ships is ready to round the corner. He finds all 3. What a performance from Ships, and he doesn't leave Neil hanging.
Oh dear, that's the start that CR4ZY needed here for this series as well, right? We already said this is not a map that they've even, you know, shown the ability to get double digits on. And their T side has been the more lackluster one of the 2 as well. So the fact that they start things off on the attack and they find that pistol round could be the resurgence for CR4ZY. But it's a long and treacherous road ahead, filled with peril and Danes.
Dangerous Danes. Well, Ships is going to be moving forward. North trying to back away with the pistols. Looking over the top of the smoke is Ships trying to spam away. He'll actually take a lot of damage during that engagement. Have to fall back. And while CR4ZY coming up in towards the A ramp, dispatched with KRB flung off the edge of the map, and an easy opening kill for CR4ZY.
Yeah, someone down 50 floors below is going to get a nasty surprise.
Yeah,
like a bag of paint, red paint.
Splattered everywhere. KRB just gone. Well, ND coming back. Smoke maybe deploying as well. North, pretty good on the pistol, but I don't think there's going to be too much coming off the back of these ones. So for CR4ZY, it's just about limiting the casualties, keeping as many players alive as possible, trying to build that cash while getting rid of them swiftly. Cajun B is in the back lines towards middle. Sponsor player not looking his way, but eventually Esperanto will look back. Cajun B cannot take his opportunity. Odd D with a grit headshot, and it's just a matter of time before we see a second on the board for CR4ZY.
I like how slow that CR4ZY are approaching this round, though, leaving no stone unturned, making sure these corners are clear, and Otto and Emmy looking to put the final nail in the coffin here for North in this eco round. Good damage done by North, but none of it onto one player, and he's just going to get wallbanged. So Yugi down and out of that round as well, and that's going to be CR4ZY finding the conversion. But North, they took a full pistol round. They're coming in with guns in number 3, and they look to bite back.
I think this is the right decision from North to go for this as well, because clearly on the rifles, on the first map, they look so much better. So you got to feel confident in your ability, so they pull the rifles out instead, and they've got the utility in the back pocket. Not a whole lot of it, but I want to see if North are going to be going for this ramp progression, because we've seen a lot of that killing from Mad Lions. See if KRB decides to go towards short shelf or just be hanging around that area. CR4ZY held off by the smoke.
Deep smoke. North don't even necessarily have to play behind it. They've just instilled enough fear behind CR4ZY for the time being. Can just fall back and try and gauge how CR4ZY are going to play this T side. Ships has gotten out below the B stairs. North are going to throw in a boost in middle as well. AZ up and above. Ships looking for that kill into B, but all it is a spot for Cajun. He'll actually lose his head. Now AZ in middle, going to try and stop this split here from CR4ZY. Shot down from Ships inside of the B site, finds the angle to the boost. Good spot for Ships. It's left Yugi alone here. His 2 teammates on the wrong side of the map, and Ships just 1 kill away from guaranteeing this round.
Well, Yugi in the back line will start to fall away as the Molotovs give him no other choice. Well, North, not exactly the start they were looking for. Much better from CR4ZY. They reset the mentality coming into this clearly, and they've got the good start. I think that's important as well. I think they needed to get off to this good start. The pistol win, converting it, puts them in a better mindset here on Vertigo. And North, they didn't really have a whole lot of utility to play with in that last round. Moving into this next one, I'm interested to see what sort of cash there'll be left on KGB and AC if they decide to go for a force buy here. I think it's definitely a viable option, but I think you've just got to keep those 3 rifles in play.
Yeah, just play pistol armor, and you'll have a full buy with the orb, with everything else in the round after that, rather. So that's probably the game plan here for North. There's no real reason to spend too heavily, unless Yugi wants to drop over a gun, but then he'll have no util, and that AWP will be delayed, and it just makes matters worse long-term for North. And that's exactly how you start to give away rounds.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? North, from what we've seen already, from not only the fact that they full eco the second round, but the fact they saved in a 3-on-5 there, just shows that they want to get guns in as soon as possible. And okay, they're going to buy, fair enough.
Look at the buy, though. It's pretty solid.
They get good utility, though.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yugi takes the complete hit, doesn't have anything, but you've got that utility in the important positions on the map. North's buy is not bad at all. We'll see what North can do off the back of this. Utility coming in towards the ramp area. Again, a pretty passive setup. They're not playing behind that smoke like you brought up. Just throwing that smoke to instill the fear that there's a possibility, but Letny, he wants to make sure that that is the case. He moves forward up towards the short shelf. AZ was caught off in this position in the last round, but he's going to go back up again.
Yeah, Cajun's playing a little more aggressively this time on the B stairs. He got caught out on the site, so he can at least confirm that, you know, no one's coming up behind AZ this time. CR4ZY have finally taken control towards the A ramp. That smoke has faded, and CR4ZY might be up for the first fight of the round. Otto going to come around the corner, setting his team up with flashbangs. The bomb is here for CR4ZY. North have a nice little triple boost, I imagine we'll see at some point on this wood wall. They have a couple of them actually, but not in this round, just taking their time. CR4ZY going to group up with all 5 players here now as well. The rest of the team coming to join this A-ramp setup and ready to go for a full execute. They have the utility for it. Set those smokes up and push North out of the site. CR4ZY gets aggressive, shows presence on short. Nice grenade as well. Even has a Molotov just to further delay this push when it does come through. And now with the smokes lining up for CR4ZY, here comes the push.
Well, CR4ZY wants to swing back and looks for a fry, but he cannot pick it up. So it's Yugi. CR4ZY goes back in. Another good kill coming through. The damage to the smokes, and all the kills come in from North. An easy cleanup. All 5 stay alive. And that's the kind of round North we're looking for.
That's what they were holding out for, right? You know, not losing Cajun at the start of the round certainly helps as well. CR4ZY going back towards that A site and just walking into a heavy setup from North. Boost at the back from North, and Yugi even gets a kill through the smoke as well. So very good stuff. CR4ZY not getting pushed off of that short shelf as well is extremely dangerous, because it means that he could just jiggle and pick his fights towards that A site rather than, you know, getting overwhelmed. Denying that bomb plant. Getting North on the board now on the CT side. The AWP's out for Otto. That grenade could be damaging, but oh, it's actually a smoke rather. Smoke and a grenade. No difference either way. Boost coming up once again for CR4ZY. This is a bit of a go-to for North, and I think CR4ZY are going to be expecting it.
Molotov heads towards the back of the standby. Just going to force Gain into the open. An easy pickup coming through, but Letny will be able to trade.
Emi didn't expect anyone there. He threw the molly and looked away like, yeah, okay, I've done the molly, that's my job.
That's annoying to see, right? You want to see that Molotov. You watch the Molotov to see if anybody runs out for the back of it. That's the point of the Molotov, and unfortunately, he doesn't look that way, but it's still even. Kills come in across the board, but CR4ZY committing in towards the B bomb site. AC's here with the FAMAS. He's got 2 deliveries in a very strong position, and also has CR4ZY to back him up from this exact spot we've seen North punish them from yesterday.
Yeah, hiding behind these smokes. There's a bit of a gap at the end as well. Letny get across with that bomb. Ship's checking it. The Kree going to be so good in that fight. And Ship's looking for a little bit more. Does he see the man on the pillar? Those smokes are beginning to fade. And Hazy, he can see the back. He can drop the bomb, but he can't. Missing the spray. Only shooting into the backpack. Letny gets away with 32. And Yugi is left up for the clutch. They could line up. Jumping. Can't connect a shot. And somehow still alive at the back of the site. But I don't think for too much longer. Takes down Ships. They're going to push up close. And Letny will finish off the round. CR4ZY. This is a really good start. 4-1 on the T side, not giving up.
Yeah, I think it's important that they win that round as well. After losing the previous in such a convincing fashion, coming back into this and picking it up is definitely the way to go for CR4ZY. And the thing is, yesterday we seen North find it pretty easy to hold on to that B-bomb site against the Movistar Riders, but when you're up against the likes of CR4ZY, it's a little bit more difficult, because Ships isn't going to let you punish from those positions. He's been really solid in towards that B-bomb site, currently sitting on 9 kills, 2 deaths, and while Yugi going aggressive, picks off 1 and gets away.
That's a great start for North, a man advantage taken. Yugi, we have seen a lot of opening kills from him this series already. He was positive in North back in the previous map, finding constant AWP picks out in middle. But this is no exception. CR4ZY's gone back towards that short shelf as well. They'll be expecting an AWP here. That's not the case. Cajun finding a kill to Otto. And D's coming on a flank. He's dropped a player coming down the bottom of the ladder and even smoked off the retreat. The bomb's been lost as well for the time being. CR4ZY are going to have to go back and find that. CR4ZY getting aggressive, and North just suffocating CR4ZY in this round. You love to see it.
Yeah, that's just brilliant from North. The aggression finally coming through. KJB seeing what he can get away with. And he definitely makes the right play at the right time, picking up those 2 kills. And that's exactly what we've seen on Mirage as well, was this proactive play from North on the CT side. Obviously, in particular, CR4ZY, who pretty much did it every time. And something that CR4ZY couldn't patch up. It was a hole that just kept being exploited by North. And while the money is finally in the bin here for CR4ZY, they've got to take a full eco pretty much, apart from Letney, who has an SG.
Oh, and he might come to meet his maker. Gade's pushed in on that smoke. Seems aware of the possibility, watching for the gap. This should be Letney's kill, but he looks away, and Gade finds the frag. That's a gun lost in no man's land, but Gade doesn't want to give it away for free. He's going to stick around for some more. Emmy picks up the weapon, and he gets a kill with a pistol. Yugi only finding the leg. Doesn't go back in for more. We'll just opt to fall off as CR4ZY's going to re-aggress instead. Wave after wave of North player coming in and taking these fights. Finally, they get punished. Ships dropping another man. Esperanto's found his timing into the B site, and he might be able to clear it out as well. This rotation from Ships could get heard from above, and Cajun needs to double back into this B site. He realizes, though, it could be lost, and he doesn't know how deep Esperanto is.
Cajun B holding off the angle, goes in behind the electric box, spots Esperanto, swinging wide, spots the second player, but Esperanto will grab the kill on the Deagle. Now an SG to play with as well. He'll go back, commit the bomb plant, at least money in the bank for the next for CR4ZY, but Esperanto wants to win this. Coming through the window, AZ swings, and the angle too strong. AZ gets it done for North, 3 on the board. And CR4ZY, at least they've got the money in the bank, but North had a good round to win.
A little detail there, Yugi, when AZ was setting up to go through that window, Yugi swaps out to an M4 and starts spraying. That noise covers up not only the jump into the window, but the drop onto the site, and AZ's able to get that kill before Esperanto can even react. So nice little bit of team play there for North, setting each other up for success, and that's what we wanted for this team for so long. They're going to bounce back, find themselves a 3rd on this CT side, and CR4ZY forced to pause. They want a bit of a chat with Neil.
Yeah, I definitely think it's a good time to get it through as well, because if you take a look, CR4ZY got off to the good start, but North starting to find their stride a little bit. Such an important round coming up here for CR4ZY, and they have got money in the bank. They have an AWP in the hands of Otto. They had enough money to purchase that. The AKs and the SGs available, alongside plenty of utility. Be interested to see if they decide to go with any mid-control, or just keep going in towards that A strat. I think the A strat, if they can find a way to make it work, it's definitely the way to go here on Vertigo. Yeah. It feels very similar to the first ever version.
North 3 aggression has been so good towards A, though. We've seen CR4ZY just constantly probe and push on this ramp, much like he did on the CT side of Mirage. Think about those underpass flanks. So it's not been easy for CR4ZY up on this A site, that's to say for sure. Esperanto finding AZ with his nades out. Won't be able to get a kill, though. Flashback in. Does work, but it's responded by CR4ZY. They're not giving it up for free.
I like the confidence there from AZ, though. He knows he has the backup of his teammates, so he's willing to go for the re-peek into Esperanto, but good utility usage from CR4ZY as well in reply. Keeps North at bay. And they have gone for that mid-control a little bit here. They have tried to put a little bit more pressure there. And Auto D is there with the AWP, but you can see Cajun B is aware of the possibility that they could be coming in towards B, and that's exactly where they're deciding to go, but he's given away his position. Now has to come back, and AZ's backing him up. Good kill on the SG. Flashbang into the air to try and delay. The kill still available for North as they're crammed into a corner here, but the kills come through from CR4ZY.
Yeah, they got a bomb plant as well. 3-on-3 retake North. They're finally going to get tested on this B site. Will the retake be possible? Yugi's waiting, the timing does not favor him, and now he's going to get repeat by Esperanto. Does get the responsive flick, but there's still a 2-on-2. Yugi trying to flash his teammate into the site, but goes back in for the fight and wins it. CR4ZY's on this long wrap as well, the flanker, and he's looking for Emmy on the site. Does find him, but will receive a bullet to the face. Emmy in the clutch. Smoke on the site. He's going to cross the other way around. Yugi's spamming, and he's got to get on that defuse soon. The bomb is ticking. Smoke as well. Hasn't tapped the defuse. Emmy's not going to be forced to make a move, and Yugi's just going to stick it. Oh, the spray isn't there. Knives out. Oh, he can't find it. He gets stuck on the red box. And that's the 4th round for North. 7 HP. Yugi dies, but it doesn't even matter.
That is so unlucky for Emmy. He does so much damage, runs out of bullets, knifes the box, and cannot get it done. Emmy so close to winning the 1v2, but Yugi just sticking the defuse, and it wasn't even the most impactful part of that clutch, right? He finds these important AWP kills.
Yeah.
So lucky that Gade walks in and protects him, right? If he goes down there, Yugi, North most likely do not win that round.
That shot on Otto as well was nuts, so fast. Otto scoped on his angle, and he wins the fight. This is land. Peter's advantage shouldn't be a thing, but Yugi's advantage certainly is. 4-4 for North. They're making it work. Crazy broken now. The bomb plant allows a couple of guns in this round, but by and large, they're saving cash.
Yeah, and again, we brought up the point. We need Yugi to show up, but he's done it, but he's dropped this time. Emmy gets his revenge.
That's a nice shot, and that's a gun given over as well. They're going to molly it to try and contain the weapon. Kjaerbye hiding. That's the one Molotov they have used. Kjaerby's position now becomes even more valuable, and Emmy has the bomb. That could be a huge mistake. Kjaerby's dropped it, but he will go in for the repeat, and Otto finds that trade. Package can be saved by Crazy, and a wallbang gets tagged as well. Gade's down to 20. Cajun kills the B-Lurk, ships it out of the server, and AZ's re-aggressing to try and grab control of this bomb once again. Letney killing Gade, finishing off the job that the AWP started, and AZ doing more and more damage by the second. Can he stay alive? Can he keep kicking? No. Letney finds him.
Asian B on the big wrap through spawn. Needs to get back in towards the site. Good time here for Crazy to get positioning as well and sink their teeth deep in towards the A-bomb site. Asian B has so many annoying angles to check as well. He has no idea where they could be. He will start to move through. He has the kit and the Molotov. Doesn't have a smoke and clearly doesn't have the angle, as D will take him away. A good recovery there from Crazy. And especially taking a look at what they had coming into that round, it's so important that Emmy gets that opening kill onto the AWPer.
Without a doubt. Yeah, Yugi's been taking a lot of man advantages for North down on that A site. So a big kill and a big round to break North's economy right back, 5-4. Crazy, when we've seen them on this map, their CT side has often been better than their T side, which has been really lacking. Well, right now, their T side is showing up. And in a grand final, that's so important. 5 players in the middle, and Esperanto, he's going to figure it out the hard way. Emmy, nice spray for 4, but no ace today. Kjaerbye's going to get that gun, but he won't get much further away because there are players lurking around. Otto below him. Oh dear, he's getting the bomb back, and Kjaerbye could win this round on this kill. Oh no, he's done it. That's the bomb. 1-on-2. He doesn't know where these other players are. Crazy need to make sure they're grouped and they can trade, and that's exactly what they're doing in mid.
Yeah, but Kjaerbye's going aggressive. They line up for him. That could be perfect, but he seems to want to go towards the bottom of the ladder. And well, that's exactly where he's going. He had the good position to deal with that, but he's given it up slightly and heads towards the lower site. Wants to see if they can catch them off as they go in towards B, but that's going to take a long time for them to get there. 55 seconds still to play with for Crazy as they start to limit the positions Kjaerbye could be playing from. And he's got a good read. He's got a good position here if they decide to go towards B. Yeah. Even if they go A, he can get there quickly enough.
It's a 50-50. That's all he's gambling right now. Instead of playing this bomb, which would have allowed Crazy to trade, he can try and win one fight down on his position. And considering how long Crazy are taking to get this bomb, they might just opt to go towards B. The safer of the two sites, the closer of the two sites. Kjaerbye doubling back between the two angles. And here we go. It's the B play. It's what Kjaerbye's been waiting all round for. And he's heard the footsteps as well. There's one, a second. He's found it. But the trade is so quick. And Letney's going to save the day for Crazy. That was a full eco for North, and it never should have got so close.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? They came into it with full USPs. Kjaerbye does a really good job to pull into the 1v1. I just don't really envy that position from Kjaerbye. That angle is so difficult to grab two players from. Yeah. As soon as that first player rounds that corner, look at the window you've got to work with. It's so small. And Letney quick on the trigger with the trade. And will be a pause coming through, and I think North starts to realize it's not going to be as easy as they first anticipated after their Mirage domination. But Crazy are putting up a good fight. Going into this next one, North will have a buy, they will have the utility back. And when they're pulling full ecos to be that close, that's a pretty good sign for the Danes as well.
Without a doubt, but they are still down in this map, and this is their pick. This is the one that never should go the way of Crazy, considering how rough this map has been for them as of late. So very important the North pick up this next round and turn the tide of battle into their favor. This has been a good T-side so far from Crazy though. Not a full buy for North, they're saving money. Kiebi's got a gun, everyone else on eco. Cajun pushed down on the B stairs again, but needs to be very careful. One free B kill often just lets T's run right into the site for free, so there's that triple boost we've been waiting for all game. Kiebi's going up on top of it, but no one is towards the A ramp. The one round that Crazy have no one here, and North have gone for the boost. Unfortunate timing as Crazy group up to go towards this B execute.
I mean, at least that's info, right? Cajun B is going to be waiting for it as they come in towards him. A good angle to deal with the first. Decapitation, looking for a second, but cannot pick it up. Letney gets rid of him. And North, well, this is starting to look a little bit scary for them. A 4v4, the rifle certainly favoring Crazy here. The weapons that they've got in their back pocket are looking so much better. North just sitting back, waiting for the final play of Crazy. And while Crazy haven't quite decided on where to go just yet, but they are certainly shaping up in towards ramp here with Letney at the very front. Esperanto backing him up, definitely looking like they're going to finish on the A-bomb side.
And right as North fell off this triple boost as well, that's unfortunate. Kiebi with the one gun is towards B, so this is a good round for Crazy. Now Kiebi will be able to come in on a retake potentially, but the lack of kits is going to be a long-term problem here for North. Kiebi, does he decide to rotate it off the back of this information? There's noise being made on that A site with 30 seconds left. That's a good smoke. It's going to force Esperanto to go wide, limits his options here when it comes to fighting Cade. Inside of the smoke, it's not been checked. Esperanto looking back, and he does get that kill. Kiebi boosted up in front of the smoke as well, dropping the bomb with 15 seconds left. Smoke in front of him and flash to follow. He will let Crazy go for this bomb plant here as North set up for the retake.
Well, bomb planted. Esperanto looking to confirm that. He will do so. North looking to come back through Yuki with an important kill on the Deagle. Man advantage there for North. Moving forward, but the kill from Esperanto is nearly all three. AZ has the clock in his hands. Low HP. AZ wins it. And oh, so close for Esperanto. That one's going to hurt.
Yeah, such a nice try as well. Gets 3 kills in the site. Even the entries to find Gade hiding inside of that smoke. Removes the rifle, the one gun that could have made that round possible for North. And instead, it's the CZ that saves the day. Great damage from Kiebi, but AZ finishing it off. And yeah, even a Deeg from Yugi as well. Everyone's showing up in this pistol round for North.
That's the thing. I brought up this point earlier that North can be so good on these Deagles, especially on this map. We've seen it already in the tournament. When they show up again, oh, Esperanto's just got to put that one out of his head. You know, it was a super close round, but moving into this one, they've got another chance to answer back. And that's something that Crazy have been really good at, is when North break them, they answer back with a round win of their own.
Oh, this volley, not the best start, but that is for Esperanto. He's had enough, and he's going faster towards middle. Letney finding the spot and does get that kill as well. Kiebi dropped up on the A site. Esperanto's out and about in mid. Cajun see nothing over on B, and Letney's found another kill on A as well, so Crazy just winning every gunfight right now. They're going to walk into the bottom of the B side. Cajun has to hold his own, but he can't. Chips does find that kill, and Yugi too far away.
Yeah, for North, this game is starting to become very frustrating, right? Every time they catch a break, they let it slip in the follow-up, and that's put their money in a really bad position moving into the next. Crazy. They've done a good job time and time again, just answering back, but Yugi, they know exactly where he is. They don't want to let North save this off, so Yugi, under so much pressure, the fire is burning, and he will get one. But Esperanto seals the deal, and just a really solid run overall there from Crazy. I'm starting to feel like North maybe on the A-bomb side needs to just play retake. We've seen that yesterday come through from Godsent in particular, right? They were winning a lot just playing the retake. Once they tried to go for those initial fights and try and pick off that advantage, they were losing quite a few of the rounds.
Yeah, North's A fighting early has been good with the AWP, for example, peeking down on short shelf, but other than that, they've not been winning much A fighting. Apart from re-aggression in the mid-round when they know that Crazy have already taken control and got uncomfortable, and then North throw a spanner in the works. Fighting at the start is exactly what Crazy expect, and individually these guys are so talented, we already know it. So North maybe need to relax a little bit. Well, they have gone back to this 5-man mid-stacking with the USPs, but Crazy have avoided it well, walking up on the A site. Not leaving the bomb in T-spawn for a change, which is a nice feeling. North are going to re-aggress. Esperanto won't hear any of this. They're sneaking silently, but it's a long route on this flank. Cajun's going to come in from behind, and he's got his team with him coming down that ladder. Conga line of death here for North as Crazy take control of A.
Well, Cajun B coming in from behind. Don't really know how much he can grab here. Maybe a kill on towards Alt and D. That's the AWP going out of the hands. He can line it up, and there's the headshot. Can he get a second?
No.
Nearly, but it's Kid that will follow up. Kills going through on the pistols, but surely not more than this. Kid with another, and now they've got a rifle. They've also got the advantage. They move forward, and he will fall to Yugi. Not like this. North going into it with just pistols, and Esperanto having to pull off a 1v3. The first in, 10-second defuse, low HP on Gade as he moves forward. Esperanto needs this kill, and he's got it. He's got the clutch, surely he's pulled it off. And Esperanto saves Crazy, but damn again, the pistols are so close.
That's such a nice try from North as well. They had to stick the bomb, 10-second defuse, no kit on that full eco, and Esperanto holds his own. Excellent work, though, from North to make it so close again, but at this point, the money doesn't really matter. We've only got a couple rounds left of the half, and North, they need rounds, not close rounds. They need wins. 5 to their name.
Yeah, this is definitely frustrating for North.
Yeah.
This is the CT side where we see some of these teams actually just run away with things. And you brought up the point earlier, sometimes Crazy T side doesn't look great on Vertigo. Definitely looking much better. A lot of those mistakes have been patched up. And generally on the T side, it's quite difficult to fix the mistakes on the fly because there's so much that goes into a T side. So it's quite impressive from Crazy.
Yeah, they've really reset well after getting absolutely stomped on their own map pick in this series. If you just missed it, 14-1 half on Mirage to North. They close it with only a few rounds to the name of Crazy. 8-5 right now, 2 left of the half. Can North put the cherry on the top, or will Crazy run away with the T side? Esperanto, he is going fast and furiously once again out middle. Boost up for AZ.
And he had a quiet start to this game, Esperanto, but he's certainly stepping up. Yugi's going to take damage, but Alden Dean moving forward, gets the window of opportunity, manages 1 kill. Good trade from Gade. They need more of that.
4-on-4, this boost is more passive as well for AZ. The flash up for him to go aggressively. Kierby loses his life in the meantime, and AZ won't find a thing. Letney gets dinked, and Gade's going to have to double back to the site. He's the only man here, the last lone defender of A. AZ coming to join him, but that bomb taking a bit of a different route here. Esperanto finally coming and regrouping with his team on this A ramp. We still have a mid lurk in the form of ships as well. AZ trying to force fights. He's been spotted and he's seen that bomb as well. As a wide player, got to be careful. Gade waiting for them to cross. AZ can peek on his contact.
Molotov in to clear AZ's position, but he's not taking damage from it. It's not spreading to him. Smoke off towards the connector as AZ just holds on. Still there in the position. The flash up. Good flash. Gade can't spot anything. And now AZ has a lot to do. He finds the bomb, but it's only 1 kill. And it's KJB left into a 1 versus 3 as he moves forward. On plant coming through from ME. KJB will hear it. He moves in towards the site, but no one presenting themselves. No one giving him a slight chance to win this. And the time is starting to tick, and he has no kit to play with. So many positions to clear. This is just unwinnable for KJB. Really well played from Crazy. And the utility comes in just to seal the deal as they move forward. KJB throws a smoke to try and allow himself to fall back to carry this M4 into the next. But Crazy, this has been a recovery and a half.
They're just playing with their food at this point, not giving him a single engagement, and Emmy even closes it. 3 kills in the round for Emmy. A coached turned player, and he is showing up right now, top of the server, 13-9. And what a time to shine here for Crazy. 9 rounds on this T side so far, 1 left, and North don't have a lot of money. That being said, we've seen North excel in these low economy situations, more specifically with USPs, as crazy as that seems. But they've got Deagles, they've got SMGs, and they've got a good bit of util. No kit though, no ability to play for retake.
This man on your screen, you just brought up his performance, and what something that's been really working for him is the fact that he's been winning that battle against Kierby so often into a short shelf. Kierby hasn't been able to hold him off, and that's such a pivotal part of that A bomb site. North looking to try and scrap together a stick at the end of this half. What a flip reverse it has been. Crazy slow the play. They're playing their default. A little bit of mid-presence again coming through. AZ's up on top of the boost. He loves this position. He's played it so often. Oh, Esperanto's aware of it though. He's going to be checking the corner. AZ's head spotted, but they both walk away with their lives.
Yeah, they're trying to chase him down, but they know he's stuck. Otto gets flashed out though, and Esperanto looking to trade. He needs 2 players. Yugi tagged down low, but it's traded both ways. That grenade pushes him back, but he escapes the damage radius. losing a man on B. That's the bomb as well. Ships is now got to pick up the pieces, and he does. Cajun gets picked up. CR4ZY finding Letney. It's a mess right now. 3-on-2, and Gabe with a deagle as well, finding Esperanto. Ships alone. He's been good, but he's got to clutch it out for the last round of the half.
Well, you said it, Hugo. You said they're good on the pistols, and now they've got AKs picked up as well. Ships moves forward. Yugi low HP. Damage done on towards Ships. He's just holding on, and Ships throws the Molotov, but he's nearly caught in the open, and CR4ZY will steal it. It's going to be a 9-6 half.
Yeah, Gabe didn't even notice the end of the half as well. He starts running away looking for that last player. It's already dead, mate. Already done. North. They've had a hard time in this first half, but they at least salvaged 6. And we know it's their map pick, right? T-side should be good. We'd like to see if they can bring it back in 2-0 this series. That being said, CR4ZY leading at halftime, looking to bring us to Dust 2. Can they do it? Wait and see. Find out after the break. The resurgence of the European mix. CR4ZY find 9 rounds on the T side of Vertigo. It's a map they've been struggling with, but at least in this grand final, they're showing us what they can do. That being said, can they do it on both halves? They swap over. CT side start now as North look to control the pace on the T side pistol.
Well, smoke in the hand of Gade. AZ also will join him. Flashbang as well here. CR4ZY Kevlar across the board, apart from Emmy with the smoke. The kit and the double flash as they start to make their way up in towards the ramp north.
Ooh.
Wanting to start on the A bomb side. But look at the stack we've got here from CR4ZY. A triple peak with 1 flashbang. That seems to be the call from CR4ZY, and this could be a bloodbath.
Oh, but he's just moved away. North have made no noise here, so CR4ZY don't know that it's a full commitment just yet. That's going to be clear soon. Gay lighting up utility on this ramp. Letney waiting for the time to strike, and when the flash gets thrown, there it is. Now the T's will move in. CTs rather, they find 2. Bomb dropped as well. North getting sorted on this site, looking to try and turn the tide of battle. Cajun's got to do it on his own. He's been left on this site, and not for long, they find him. CR4ZY's on this wrap. He's got a great position in CT spawn, but they're going to be considering it at this point.
CR4ZY alone. Definitely a solid player, but winning this is going to be difficult. Letney, what a pistol he had, but he's gone. Headshot comes in. CR4ZY with a second chance. He's got a series of 1v1s here, but Ships stops that from happening. He takes the more passive stance, and I really like that decision. Definitely not giving CR4ZY a slight chance into winning this now. 35 seconds. CR4ZY has to sort of engineer away, but he's walking away from the bomb. No chance to win this if he takes too long, and I think his chances might have just slipped. He has to go so quickly high here on towards Ships, and he has a chance. Oh God, Ships not ready for it, but CR4ZY not taking his opportunities. Runs out of ammo, goes back for more. 17 seconds.
They're running.
These both kills as they run away. Flee the scene. CR4ZY's got another. 12 seconds left, and Odyssey will find it. Oh, CR4ZY pulling that one close. And if you're CR4ZY, you sweat a little bit there, but they get it done.
Yeah, we're seeing frustration here for North now. They know this game is slipping through their fingers and they can't afford to do so. They destroyed CR4ZY on Mirage, and Vertigo seemed like a sure pick as well with how good North have been on it as of late. But right now, they are struggling. A pistol round going in the way of CR4ZY. And the start in the second half, it's guns out for CR4ZY. North are on P250s and Glocks. They got a lot of close USP rounds, but this one should really not be close by any means of the word. CR4ZY already finding CR4ZY down on the short shelf. North 1 by 1, probably going to get made quick work of here towards the B stairs with that bomb.
Ships want some extra money. Off the back of this MP9, easy kills should be coming his way here. If he gets the timing right, the position is strong. His teammates coming over as well, so they've got a right read. Ships ready for one on the corner, doesn't look in the right direction. Occasionally will get one on the P250. Letney lines up 2. And well, again, North doing well on the pistols. They'll get the plant in, some extra money. But that's all they should be getting here. Esperanto looking to clean them up. Although AZ finding kills, not again. But finally, the cleanup comes in from CR4ZY. And North have this unbelievable skill when it comes to these weaker pistols.
Yeah, somehow making every round look winnable. You know, even with the Glocks, I don't understand it, but they'll take it at least. CR4ZY trying to scavenge weaponry and utility on this site. They find what they can and they get out of there alive. 11 rounds taken. This is going to have to be a huge comeback from North. Yeah. They're obviously going to have the guns moving forward after that bomb plant, but they have got to go near flawless on this T side. Now we know they're going to have the tricks up their sleeve. This is their map pick in the series, but it's not going to be easy.
Well, that extra bomb plant allows for so much utility to be purchased into this one, and a little bit of residual cash left over. North need rounds on the board. It's not enough just to have the weapons. Deep smoke coming in from CR4ZY, Molotovs, flashes, they're all going through as well. Yugi sits and tries to spam through the smoke. He will not get a reward from it. And I like this from CR4ZY, immediately bringing the fight to North early on the CT side.
Yeah, pushing behind that ramp smoke. Something that North didn't really do too much on this A side of the map. They threw the smokes, they didn't often fight behind it. Boost can come through in middle. Gade setting CR4ZY up, quite literally, as North sit here with a man advantage. Cajun took first blood in this round. Flash for Emmy, but he's got to be careful with CR4ZY up on top of the boost. Heavy B set up for CR4ZY, and that's when North look like they want to go right now with this mid split. Smoke is down, and CR4ZY spots the leg as Emmy backs up. He can't fight through that. He's gonna have to rotate towards A. Esperanto trying to stop a mid push with his Molotov, and he's got a gap as well to exploit, but that only draws players away from B, and that's the destination here from North.
CR4ZY, patience. This is a Vertigo, and he will be holding on, waiting for Esperanto to come around that corner as he gets a little bit overzealous for info. He's not coming through just yet. 35 seconds. CR4ZY in good position. North looking to finish on the B-bomb site. Not winning that initial fight, Cajun B, but Gade is able to back him up. The trade comes through on towards Letney. If he can find a follow-up, which he won't, could have been very solid for North, but they will get onto the bomb site even as it's a 3v3. But look at the position from Otto coming back in, nearly messes up his opportunity. 80 manages one kill, but Otto is such a strong position, and now it's all on CR4ZY. The 1v2, he's collected the first kill, but his position is going to be difficult to get back into the site. The Molotov on towards the bomb. It was the tap from Esperanto, but the Molotov was burning him. He forces back, trying to beat him into the open, but CR4ZY wins it. 7 for North, and an important round to win.
That's such a sick play from CR4ZY as well. Yeah. That late mid lug, the Molotov on the bomb. He knows Esperanto's not going to stick it. He's hungry for the gunfight, and that molly lands perfectly as well. No smoke for the defuse, and it's going to be another round for North. A round they needed to stay in this map, and look how close it got as well, right? Down to a one-on-one. Doesn't exactly bode well long-term for North, but it's the start of something.
And you can tell they've practiced that specific situation, right, where CR4ZY is going to be in that position, because he knew that Molotov really well. So solid stuff coming in. North hold it off, but they realized how close it's been.
The reason that's so sick as well, playing a post plant like that, is you know if it's a one-on-one in that situation, Esperanto, there's nothing he can do. He can't get into middle. He can't solo boost up and through the window, and there's no time to wrap CT. So he either has to stick the bomb. If he doesn't have a smoke, he's lost a round. And that's a really nice idea from North. So showing us new things on this map already. Great T-side start. They may have lost the pistol, but they win the first rifle round, and that's broken the money of CR4ZY down to pistols after that quick tactical pause. Now North had a lot of success with the low economy rounds on their CT side. Will CR4ZY be able to replicate that?
Well, quick from Gade, so fast in fact. He's behind all of the smokes. Up towards the top of the A ramp. Looking for a pick here onto a potential aggressive player, but it's only CR4ZY on pistols in behind this wall. So it should be easy pickings from Gade as he moves forward. Spots one in the open, it's Esperanto. Follow up in for Gade as well. And these are the easiest kills he will ever find.
Oh dear, just one by one. CR4ZY on the chopping block right now. Letney's looking for a deagle. Finds one, Gade gets picked up, at least avenging his teammates' deaths, but this bomb is joining the party, and this should be a free plant for North. CR4ZY giving it away, they're backing up towards middle. Next round's going to be an eco anyway, so may as well play with this armor and deagle once again. Making sure there's no one lurking here for North, but that's not the case. 4 players on that A site and already beginning to get aggressive. CR4ZY wants a little bit more of the action. That being said, if you're going to go aggressive here, North, you should go in packs. You should go together. Otherwise, you're going to be gifting over Kriegs if you do lose your gunfights, and that's definitely not what you want.
Also hunting, you just throw the risk away, throw in your rifles. You definitely don't even need to do that at this point. CR4ZY will be carrying over Kevlar, yes, but only a deagle and MP9 behind that. It'll be it on the board for North. They keep the money in the bank. They keep 4 players alive. And this is more like it. They are starting to find a little bit of a groove here in the second half, but they have to know it's not done yet. That's why they called the pause, right? They all want to make sure that they're on the same page. They've got the same system moving forward. And you've got to bring what you practice on the practice server into the official. And here in the grand final, they're already a map up. There's somewhat less pressure in terms of you know, if you lose this, you still have another map there, but again, you want to try and finish it in 2.
That map's dust too, though, so it's not exactly breeding ground for North. It's not home territory, and it's a map that you're crazy going to be so confident on. So I think North realize they need to win Vertigo. I think if this goes 3, they lose the series, and that's a scary feat. So North definitely need to make sure they have all their boxes checked. Anti-eco here should be easy. Letney's the only one with any skin in the game right now. Couple of players on this A site. North lurking out mid as well. CR4ZY on his own, as he often is. But that's where he can be most deadly.
Yeah, it's quite a good lone wolf. AZ wanting to go around the corner. This is a player that usually talks about going in tandem with CR4ZY when they're playing well. They want to get in towards the side. AZ finds the headshot. Letney gone. Looking for a little bit more as North make their way in towards the B bomb site. A bomb site, they'll get the plant in around the edge of the boxes. Otto going to be hiding back of the USP in behind the wall. As North look to just hold on, hold off these pistols, and don't let them have their own taste of their own medicine.
Yeah, don't want to give away even a single kill here. North looking to build the economy long term. That should be, well, as easy done as said, really, in this round, because CR4ZY have no one even looking for kills. One man in the CT spawn holding on, it's Otto. He can just go peeking in if he wants, but he should hit the shot with the AWP. There it is, quick kill. North get a guaranteed 9th round here with everyone surviving. Good money being made. Slow and steady wins the race, and this T side is certainly steady for North. 3 rounds in a row now.
Yeah, important round coming up here for CR4ZY though. They've got money in the bank, not a whole lot, so they will be lacking quite a few pieces of utility. And we talked about how utility-centric this map is, how much you have to use just to start the round, right? You can't hold on to it. You have to throw heaps of it in towards ramp early if you want to hold off that position. That will be a problem for CR4ZY, as North want to try and grab double figures to close this within a margin of 1. It's going to be a quick play from North in towards the ramp with quite a few players already throwing their utility up. They know that CR4ZY aren't going to have a whole lot of utility to hold them off, so I like this call from North.
Yeah, I love the smoke that they throw aggressively towards that short shelf as well, right? It denies North their own entrance, but it denies Otto the ability to get a pick. I say that, he still finds one on the A site. He wasn't able to force one down over on the scaffolding. Fast play from Cajun into B after he gets that kill, but does he realize there's a man in the window? Esperanto has to make noise, but Yugi might not expect this position. Is covered by CR4ZY in mid. The lurk saving the bomb there. That would have been a massive frag for Esperanto to find, but it is instead denied. North with an advantage, and the B site under their control might force a save here from CR4ZY, and that seems to be the case.
Yeah, really good stuff there from CR4ZY to catch out Esperanto. Esperanto was the thorn in the North side there, potentially. But 10 on the board for North. The comeback has been here. You know, they had a quiet first half, but they've chipped away. The T side, they look prepared, they look ready. And CR4ZY, unfortunately, have been losing quite a few of these. And, I mean, to be fair to him in this one, they didn't really have the utility to hold it off. They do well enough to find that opening kill on Ot and D, but a good recovery from North, a good mid-round call, and Cajun B is the man that allows that.
Trying to hunt down this AWP as well. Dangerous, but double peek could be good. Otto finds AZ, and the grenade will do damage, but it won't finish him off. Double digits. North find themselves in pole position right now on this T side, looking to 2-0 the series, looking to take this grand final away from CR4ZY. It would be CR4ZY's second DreamHack Open win of the year. We saw them back in Rotterdam do the same. North don't want to make it easy for them, though.
Taking a look at North's money, it is really starting to build. Yuki has 6.4k after fully investing 8,000 on Cajun B. CR4ZY also was similar, so really starting to look good for this North side, building that money. The opposite over on CR4ZY side of things. So even if CR4ZY somehow pick this apart, they have to win this round convincingly, right? They have to keep most of their players alive. If you go into this next one, you've won the round, yeah, but you've lost 4 players, you've lost 3 players. Your buy is going to be terrible in comparison to North. So this is looking really solid for the Danes at the minute. CR4ZY have a lot of work to do, and they're going to try and do it. Deep smoke in towards the ramp thrown by Letney.
Nice to see that land.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, it's good to see that.
Innocent was messing that up quite a lot for Illumina on this A site. Across multiple games of Vertigo. And how many games of Vertigo we've seen this tournament as well. Blair was saying on the desk, this is the 6th Vertigo map in this tournament. First tournament we've seen it getting picked so frequently. Teams are starting to finally master it. Obviously Danish teams, they love their verticality, don't they?
They really do. Well, that's where North want to go. Up. Live up to their name. Molotov starting to burn in towards the short shelf. AZ coming forward. SG ready to take down Emmy around the corner. Could be good in the first half, and the peak is strong from Emmy. He goes forward, brings the fight towards AZ, and that's an opening kill for CR4ZY.
That's rough timing. He checked it. He was jiggling, hoping there'd be someone close, and the second he starts to consider no one's there, Emmy gets aggressive. Big kill for CR4ZY to find it in a swing round. Like you said, the economy on the chopping block for CR4ZY. They need everyone alive. Can't afford casualties here. Esperanto waiting passively in middle. North have got players outside of that B site. Cajun's already pushed up on the stairs, and Kierby on this mid lurk as well. He's not got a Molotov for a potential post plant like we saw on B in the past, but at this point you are taking what you can get if you're North. 25 seconds, rotate coming into B. Do North beat that rotation though? Ships is here. Letney is already on the site, hiding behind the red box, and North are considering the possibility. That molly is a big problem.
That molly is huge. Coming in from Ships, North and B is taking down Kierby. Letney getting aggressive. It's Cajun B to step in with a good kill, but Yugi and Cajun B have it all to do in 5 seconds. Just not going to happen. Yugi with 1 kill, but the time, it's still a problem. And now Esperanto and D just need to hide. North have to keep these weapons alive. And in fact, they've done so. So CR4ZY, yeah, they lose 3 players, but look at the money on the 2. Letney's got enough, Esperanto's got enough. This isn't going to be a problem moving into this next one. North will still have a bye, but that's a good round for CR4ZY to win.
Yeah, they'll take no round, right? Forget the casualties that come with it. It's been a streak of 4 from North. So CR4ZY finally getting back on that board and salvaging another one. 12-10 now, still holding this lead by the skin of their teeth, though. Fast peek from Otto does find Gade. That's a big kill for CR4ZY. Another man advantage situation because of this AWP. AZ looks for the trade, but nothing presenting itself, but he doesn't want to dig this hole deeper by dying on the A site. 5 on 3 really is a rough spot to be. And Otto, he might make it so. He's pushed up on short.
Yeah, this is a position North have struggled with, both on the T side and the CT side. So clearly, a little bit of work needs to be done in towards that short position. Yugi scoped in. It could be an alt battle coming through, but D would be certainly favored in this one, just from the position that he's in. Adjusting your aim as you try and jump up onto another ledge, impossible. Highly unlikely, should I say.
Nothing's impossible in Counter-Strike. That's one thing I have learned. Good molly from Kierby. That's going to trap Otto in this position. He has to smoke it to try to stay alive. They now know he's here, but he can escape after that molly goes off. The spam is coming through. North don't care, though. They'll let him get back. They just want the position under their control. And actually, I say that, Otto's not going to give it away. He hangs around a little bit more, and I like the confidence from him. He knows he can win these fights. He knows that he can pressure North from this position. Emmy's close on the site as well. Flash up, but he's blind. Oh, everyone's blind. No one can see him, and he can't get the kill. Cajun finds that frag. Otto holding his own on the ramp as well. Cajun continuing to do God's work, but is it going to be enough? It's left the AWP in a clutch, and Otto has the cross.
Well, Yugi moves forward, 1v2, he's going to plant in front of the smoke. That's his only cover at the minute. And when he moves forward, gets caught, and Ships drops him. A little bit unfortunate there for Yugi, but CR4ZY go 13. And they're 3 away from sending us to a 3rd map. Taking a look at the muddy again over on CR4ZY, it's still in that breaking point. You know, if North finally get one over the line, that would put them in a solid position. They will start to buy, but now North's economy reaches breaking point. Such an important round on the table here for both sides. CR4ZY leading the way, North trying to fight back. And well, they haven't had too much success in recent rounds towards that A-bomb site.
Yeah, they had that economical buffer, but that's now far eluded them, and this is going to reset whoever loses this round. If that is North, that might be the game. And that could be the series, knowing that Dust 2 is the 3rd map as well. It's one that CR4ZY will, without a doubt, be favored on. That's an unfortunate missed shot for Yugi. Looked like he connected, but Otto, he gets a 2nd chance at life. He's been finding so many opening kills on this A site. Cajun looking for the kills on B. He has been stellar on Vertigo so far. And looking to open up, but Ships denies it. Scoped in with the Krieg, finds that 1-bullet kill. Oh dear, this is not the start that North wanted. And they don't have a choice in the matter. Ships going back in for more, and he finds AZ as well. 5 on 3. The pieces are falling apart here for North.
Molotov's burning the corners. Gade moving forward. Well, he can find, but no one is close by. That smoke cup. It's going to be D. It's going to be the first man. He's got a pressure, and he's being shot from multiple different directions. He's got help from Kierby, who doesn't need the flash. Instead goes before it. Flash still comes in. and blinds him, but Ottendy smoked off. Esperanto gets rid of KRB, but Gid has the info that the player close by, but Esperanto finds that as well. Now all on Yugi, 1v4 with the AWP. 30 seconds to do so as well. At least he's got the bomb. That's the one silver lining, but finding 4 kills, it just isn't doable. Letney gets rid of him. 14-10, an important economic round win there from CR4ZY. North are broken, they're back to an eco. Maybe a few pistols can be sprinkled in, but overall, it's looking like CR4ZY are going to hit map points here on Vertigo. And you mentioned it, Dust 2 is a scary one for North.
Without a doubt, and that might be a map coming up in this series if North can't stop, put a stop to this. Both pistols and the conversions going in the way of CR4ZY has seriously helped them out in this series as well, putting themselves in such a good spot to close out Vertigo. Without those, you've got to wonder, you know, how close would this be? Right now, it's 4 rounds apart. Letney is having an incredible performance as well. 23 kills, top of the server, taking it off of Emmy, who's now down at the bottom, but yeah, he's been holding his own. Yeah,
Emmy has been really impressive, actually, winning important aim fights. A few of his kills were buffered by that eco round against the pistols, but he certainly has been impressive overall. A lot of crucial kills coming through from him. Slight overperformance, perhaps even from him. And what a time to have it in the grand final. And what a good start from Yugi, just doming Ottendy. And this is something we've come to expect from North. The fact that they're so strong on these pistols. And what the lineup from Esperanto. Wow. It's 3, and the bomb's on the floor. It's Yugi and Cajun B looking to do it all. And I don't think it's within the realms of possibility, but Cajun B has other ideas.
He's got to pick into B site. He's got control towards the site, but Yugi needs to go back and grab that bomb, and that's the hardest problem around. Esperanto covering it, and Letney wins his fight down ramp. It's just Cajun, and he is too far away from middle. Wherever he goes, it's going to be a long rotation towards that bomb. And it is being covered. Esperanto just hanging around in the ladder room, making matters worse here for North. Cajun has to consider every possibility, and with every other second that passes, CR4ZY get more and more troops on this bomb. Tick-tock for Cajun, minute on the clock. Is he even going to go for this? That's a question, because he could just save and try and pull this gun into the next round. That's another option for him if he wants it.
Yeah, feasibly doing this is highly unlikely. Bomb not in his control, multiple different angles to check, 35 seconds now, but he's still going towards it. Clearing as he goes, Shift walking up. And look at this crossfire, Esperanto. If he's dropped, there's attention drawn from middle, and there it is. Emmy finds the kill. Map point established for CR4ZY. A chance to take this to a 3rd.
I would have not have predicted this situation as well after how dominantly North took that first map of the series. It was Mirage. It was CR4ZY's map pick, a go-to in the past, and North won it 16-4. It felt like North were back. It felt like the North that we've been waiting to see all year, and right now they're down and nearly out on their choice. Of course, like you say, Dust 2, always a question mark. We don't know what to expect, but CR4ZY have been so good on that map. Otto, again, these fast APs, not going to find anything from it though. Emmy will get damage, but not the kill. AZ trades back, and that's an advantage for North. It's something they've not had really all half long. They've been down and off and out in the start of the round towards A, losing these early fights. So that's a good change of pace here for North, but what can they do with it?
Towards middle, KRB knows that Esperanto's been around this position quite often. He's been a thorn in their side, but this time he's over towards A. And AZ's going forward, a good kill on towards Ottendy. Not over yet, not still kicking. Ships and Esperanto alongside Letney. So much to do here, but they're in decent positions. Esperanto has shown his capability to find multiple kills, but KRB coming in from behind. We haven't seen this a whole lot, but he's there in the back lines. He's looking for the kill quickly. Hopping up would be a very interesting decision as the smoke begins to fade. He wants to kill into Letney as well, but eventually Esperanto leaves the position. There's the headshot. Letney gets the trade. KRB with a trigger discipline. It was on point, but Letney's still alive, still causing problems, but no more. Yugi gets rid of him, and the cleanup's in from North. 11 on the board. They are not done yet.
A big risk from KRB taken, but I like the fact that he even goes for it, right? He knows he can get more than 1 kill, or at least a bare minimum information off of that play. Letney, though, almost kills him before he finds that first frag, and that would have been a nightmare for North. Luckily enough, KRB saves the day on the flank, and good entries from this T side as well onto the site. It's broken the money of CR4ZY. It's given North a lifeline to bring it to overtime here in the second map of the series.
is to pick this one up, and they pick it up convincingly. That's going to give them a lot of confidence as well. You're going to be feeling a lot better about yourself and your chances of pulling this back. While KJB is just holding in towards the window. AZ on towards the A-bomb side. First headshot picked up. Esperanto dealt with. Maybe more here as well. As
they can't get the AWP. The AWP's stuck.
Yeah, it's stuck up on top. That's a problem. They're looking for it desperately, but they cannot get it. AZ prevents them from doing so.
That's such an unlucky round for CR4ZY. They've lost their one gun, their one bit of weaponry in this situation, and there's no way to retrieve it. North have got control of the site. The Molotov adds insult to injury. It keeps CR4ZY back. Letney jumping. He's been spotted though, and that bomb plant has been allowed by North. CR4ZY again in this backline. Timing could get the better of him though. He's looked the wrong way, and they're going to be able to find a Krieg for free. That's a weapon that can be saved for a rainy day. CR4ZY can consider going for it with this gun, but really a retake with 4 players alive for North, all this utility, no kits, no armor. It's more likely going to be the save for ships.
These pistols can still hang around the exits of the bomb site though, hoping they can find 1 or 2 headshots to come through. But nothing coming in here from CR4ZY. North will get 12. 3 away from overtime.
It's doable.
It's certainly doable, especially with North building momentum here.
And with
CR4ZY still money, his money's still not good here. You know, if you take a look, you're not going to have a whole lot of utility still.
North have got to be realizing this is not over just yet. CR4ZY, they've made it difficult, they've made it hard, but they've not made it impossible. 1 round separates CR4ZY from Dust 2, and that would be exactly where they want to go in this grand final. Will North allow it to happen? Guns are back. The AWP is here for Otto. He's been quiet in these last couple of rounds, was finding a lot of early pickups on this A site, but now he needs to do it again. The flash is good. It keeps him back. That was a chance. There was a player on the chopping block, and Emmy's going to get roasted in the fire. North finding an advantage early on and doubling down into this A site, but Letney gets the wall bang onto AZ.
Yeah, important kill there, but it's coming through from Gade as well. The follow-up, do they expect a second player to be in short shot? But Esperanto stopped. Gade is lighting up the scoreboard, really starting to show up. Ottendy, he's always been in this position, but he hasn't got checked yet. They don't know he's here just yet, but CR4ZY right between the eyes. An important kill to find, and Ships is left over towards B on his lonesome.
It's a save city here. Needs to hold on to this Krieg for another round as North start nipping at the heels of CR4ZY, a 13th. To separate them from overtime, and you know, knowing how many rounds CR4ZY got off of these pistols and conversions, of course, across both halves, means that once we hit overtime, when we look at rifle rounds, it's been North often coming out on top. So I would say they're favored. You know, the momentum will certainly be in their back pocket if they can find these next couple of rounds. But that's still an if. Ships is looking for damage, and he's found 1, trapping CR4ZY in the corner. He has a Molotov, but doesn't want to switch off the weapon, and CR4ZY has found the kill. Gade and CR4ZY getting every frag in that round for North. And 2 more is all they need.
Oh,
unlucky.
That's just one of those scenarios where you forget how to move.
Yeah, the flash was in his face as well. Certainly doesn't help. Gade, great entries on A. He's been quiet on this T side, but coming alive in a crucial position. CR4ZY playing eco on number 29, looking for that 30th round win, looking for the 16-14.
Just the pistols for CR4ZY, nothing to write home about. They have got a deagle in the hands of Esperanto and Letney. We know that those players can definitely deliver, but all logic points towards North finding 14. Go all 30 again. Certainly didn't get our fill on Mirage. We were certainly making up for it here in the second one. And CR4ZY has the Molotov in his hands. Wants to try and clear in behind the toolbox, but doesn't want to overextend to do so because he knows the possibility of a player being close by in Emmy's position. And I like that decision from CR4ZY, but they're going to be making their way back. They're going in towards the A-bomb site. CR4ZY in behind the rest of his troops as they head on forward, a minute on the clock.
Yeah, they're being flanked from mid, but that might not be a problem if they can speed up towards this A site. Ladderoon has just been taken by CR4ZY, and they've got to go all the way down it silently as well as to not give away the fact that they're flanking. Cajun is covering the back line here for North. Now the execute coming through. Smoke some Molotovs to clear out the site. Although the first kill for Esperanto through that smoke. Emmy's going to follow up. This is falling apart. That flank has gone down here for North, and they've got to start to consider the back line. Ships is here. Not like this. Not with pistols. A 2-on-5 for North, and Gade has got to do it alone. This is it. We're going to Dust 2. CR4ZY have done it on an eco.
Not the way North would have wanted that to go. That was one in the bag from North, and they let it slip. The pistols create chaos, and the flank was there. They just took too long to get in towards the A bomb site. And North, that is not the way you want to be losing. And well, Dust 2's coming up, and that is such a scary map for the side.
CR4ZY were tested after Mirage to see if they could bounce back, if the mental fortitude was there for them to show up on North's map pick, on Vertigo. They were able to do it, and they've taken the win. Well, now that's in the North side of things. They need to show us, do they have that resilience? Do they have that longevity in this series? And do they have Dust 2? Because that's the third map here as we move into this grand final. We've gone the distance at least. We've gone where we wanted to go, considering Mirage was a stomp and we thought it would be a 2-0. But I don't know. Dust 2's up on the horizon. We're going to have to find out. Freya, take it away.
What a phenomenal performance there from CR4ZY. A map that we didn't even think they would have a chance of taking, but they take it and they take us to a third map. We're going the full 9 yards here, guys.
I think the final round pretty much summed up our feelings. It's just complete, utter chaos. They won with a Deagle, a P250, and USPs against a full buy. And Northwood on the T side as well. But you got to give credit where it's due. They came out fighting, they came out swinging, and here we go, map number 3. They've proven us wrong twice.
Yeah, for sure. And it's a bit surprising, right? Because we spoke about North's patience and them slowing things down, allowing CR4ZY to kind of freely lurk behind the corners. You saw him consistently in that middle, and their strength is definitely going towards that A, allowing Gade to get those free picks. I mean, you saw him multiple times just dry peeking out that ramp. His headshot percentage towards that A site on Vertigo is phenomenal, but for some reason, they consistently kept going towards that B, and their success rate towards B was very, very minimal.
And you got to give credit as well to CR4ZY. They were aggressive. They were taking the fight to North time and time again. And in the end, it kind of felt like it was going to be going to overtime. It was ridiculous the way they close it out. But hey, win's a win. Dust to it is going to be.
Yeah, exactly. I kind of want to pick up on there, that aggression that you were sort of alluding to from the CR4ZY side. Do you think that was something that kind of threw North off a little bit? Because that wasn't something we were seeing in a lot of the Vertigo games previously.
This is me trying to like hypothesize a little bit, but like based on at least one North's coach said with regards to how they played against Mad Lions earlier, they were looking at the tendencies that Mad Lions have. They knew that, you know, Hunden likes to like leave that mid position. They were abusing that. Against CR4ZY, there's not much you can really study. They don't even play the map, so they had to rely on their game plan. And I think that's where CR4ZY were able to take advantage of that, right there. And they played different. It was a little different of the T-side approach, like you mentioned. It wasn't as calm and composed as they usually have been playing on the T-side. It was a little bit more finicky, a little bit more hyper-aggressive. It was a little different.
A lot of the rounds that I saw North losing, there was at least 1 minute and 20 left on the clock. So you just know they didn't draw out anything from CR4ZY in those moments. I'm not sure if it was more flustered from the North end or if it was Esperanto in that mid on this Vertigo, because there was multiple times that he was able to get those multi-kills. And I think CR4ZY was feeling a little pressure towards that area because, as you mentioned, versus Mad Lions, he had free roam. He was able to really get in the back line, create distractions so that they couldn't, Mad Lions could not rotate. But in this moment, CR4ZY was just kind of freely, as you said, aggressing and getting into those forward positions, and it really made North uncomfortable.
Yes, exactly. Well, you guys have picked up on a particular round that we're going to be taking a look at. What is this?
Oh, this is Mirage, basically. It's a while back, but if you, I want to just show how this round played out, right? Like how aggressive and how great North were in being proactive. Look at this, right? It's a buy round. Look at Yugi going through window. He jumps in straight towards short, right? And he's ready for Esperanto. Pushes in, he picks up Esperanto. Now look at CR4ZY. Now they have 2 players towards short. They have a player that is Gate towards the B apartments area, just tossing a lot of utility. They know there's probably some presence towards the B apartments. They have no information. It's a 5v4. At this point, North could just play this passively, but CR4ZY's like, nah. He's waiting towards connector, and Ship's trying to push in towards short, but CR4ZY's ready. He's going to get the kill, finds the kill. What does he do right now? 5v3, still 1 minute and 20 seconds on the clock. He walks up underpass. He doesn't have to, but he's being so proactive because he knows he has a 2-man advantage. Even if he dies, his information glean is still a 4v3. And what does he do? He walks up, 2 free frags. Emmy and Letney have no idea what hit them, and just like that, Otto's left alone in a 1v5. That was just an example of what he did, but like just imagine these sort of rounds being played out throughout that first half, and that is why we had such a lopsided affair in that first half of Mirage.
Yes, exactly. We're going to talk a little bit more about Vertigo coming into this. There's a particular round that I wanted to talk about. It's round number 13, I believe, where Esperanto totally saved the round. North were retaking with pistols, but Esperanto managed to 1v3, and he was looking so good whilst doing so.
And that's the kind of form we've been seeing from Esperanto all weekend long, right? We've been talking talking about consistency from players. Esperanto, he's been consistent. He's been the man behind Crazy, and you've seen it. Even the Deagle, even when they were losing on Mirage, Esperanto was there. He showed up. So certainly that bodes well for Crazy to have such a fire powerhouse in Esperanto, and something you can rely upon.
Yes, exactly. And obviously, Letney was also stepping up hugely there in that second map. But we are going to be going to map number 3. It is Dust 2. We've been saying that when this map comes up, it should be a decided map, right? Because it really can go either way, and I think this is so true for this series.
We did say if it goes to the final map, it was going to be up in the air. It's going to be 50-50. I mean, it's been a very topsy-turvy series. We thought Mirage would be going the way of Crazy, and North's like, nah, we're going to take this one. It's going to be 2-0, and we're like, yeah, it's going to be 2-0. Crazy's like, nope, it's not going to be a 2-0. It's Dust 2. But I just want to, yeah, I agree with you about giving credit to Esperanto, because we have ships. Great map, and on Mirage, he didn't show up, right? We have Otto, who was compared with quite in Mirage as well. We have this, and then we have Letney stepping up on Vertigo. But the thing for Crazy is Esperanto has just been this rock. He doesn't have to necessarily top frag, he's just there consistently saving them and bailing them out of very rough situations. And I think it's a really, really cool thing that he's been doing for this team. And right now, he's been doing a job. He's got them to the final map. It's time for the rest of his team to step it up.
Yeah, exactly. I kind of want to talk to you a little bit about that, Foster. What are you expecting from Dust 2 as our final map?
It's got to be Ships, right? I mean, we just saw Ships just hop, skip, jumping on Dust 2 just a little bit ago in that semifinals, and it's Dust 2 just that comfort pick for Ships. You can tell this youngster, when he's on that map, he knows exactly what he wants to do from the beginning of the round. Every corner and every angle that he peeks with conviction, understanding how he's going to get that frag, and this is going to get even more rough for North. This is confusing. I feel like our predictions have now just turned a whole like 180, and now it's just completely up in the air. Dust 2 is going to be interesting. I'm
going to give North a little bit of praise, I might say here, because their Dust 2 looks really, really good. It's not as explosive or as much as dynamic or fun to watch as Crazy is necessarily, but they have the right elements. Right? You have Cajun B, he can off. Easy has been dual offing for a while right now. We have Yuki, who had a decent map on Vertigo, don't get me wrong. I mean, like, I pointed out how he's been, you know, really not been stepping up at all so far this series. Even in Mirage, he had a great couple of rounds here and there. He's been consistent. As long as they stick to the system, they're slow pace on the T side. Like you mentioned, in Vertigo, they seem a little too panicky. They seem to be pushing it too aggressively. Take it slow, take it steady, make Crazy overthink themselves, make them over-rotate, play them. That could be the winning factor here.
Yes, exactly. And we're going to be going to our third and final map, Dust 2, after which one of these teams will be lifting the DreamHack Open Sevilla Trophy. Will it be North or will it be Crazy? Find out after this.